tonight.
Line and caught at third. That's how this game begins. Aruz and used the quick hands for his OPS coming into the day. Line toward the pole with back. Put a little indentation. General arm fatigue as that's drilled to right center field, and that's going to a one-out double. 24 calling the shots. He and his people. That Drury. Ohtani started back toward door anyway. The relay. Ohtani slides in safely. And O'Hoppe bounces one behind the bag. Grab by Aruz. Look out. And that Drury's RBI drives in Ohtani.
Mendick at the plate.
Fly ball shallow. And he gets there to make the catch. As that ball was fading, one out. Cabbage on deck. Easy for Ortega. One out.
In the middle of the plate. This one hit off the end of the bat, really, by Ohtani. Did not make wrong. That the ball perfectly played.
Stewart some time to get to it. Moustakas struck out his first time up. That was the only strikeout for Carrasco, who had the shortest outing for him this season. Well, here's the thing, though. They obviously don't put them on camera very much because, you know, we have our...
Oh, gee.
Vogelback pops one up. He gets there and he makes the catch, and then by Moustakas. Inning start. This puts a lot of pressure on the Mets bullpen. Popped up, coming on. McNeil going out. Stewart running out of the way. I'm missing the rockers from the list.
I mean, give me Kate Pearson at least.
Team from Massapequa that won the Little League World Series softball championship recently. So a lot going on here, and I have to add one.
Drury pops one foul, and it's 1-1. Things can change. That's poked toward the middle, basing down and chunking one into center. 12-game hitting streak, and the Mets
remember in his
have let it get away. That's lined over short, and that's Rengifo needed to be from those hits. They both two men on in the fourth.
Rengifo,
and he takes ball one. Pete struck out his first time up against Silseth. Back. And Loop's pitch is hitting it coming on to make the catch. And McNeil out Mendick at the plate last night. And that's the second out. You know, it's bad enough when a guy sprains his ankle. Inserts or wore helmets were roundly criticized. Ralph Kiner was really
without that mask.
That's hit hard. Ortega goes to second. He'll stop there. Have begun the inning with back-to-back. And Lindor lofts one. 3-2. Oh, in the seventh. That's lined toward the gap in right center. The bottom of the wall. Renfroe pulls him. It's fouled out and flied out. And he fouls off the first pitch fastball. Leon is now playing for his 8th. You know, I don't know how much of a cushion there is on that chair. It could be very wearing. And the curveball misses low. Ball and a strike.
You know what you thought was going to be a.
And replaced in Washington by the Montreal Expos. 30 up.
You know, you want your breaking ball to have the appearance of a strike. So the hit
5-3 game. And he takes the breaking ball in the dirt. O'Hoppe stops that one. And that keeps Narvaez at figure. And that's outside, ball 4. And the Mets have the tying runs on base. I don't know. I thought it was better when the pitcher could ignore the hitter.
I'm telling you, I spent a lifetime, I'm sure.
And Aruz pops one up. Shallow right field. Drury out. They'll call all the way. Ohtani tonight a double, a triple, a walk, 2 stolen bases, an RBI, and 2 runs.
Now, Ken was with the Mets for 5 years, 2 of which he was Tyoshi Shinjo's translator. And then America, immediately out of high school, he was not going to play professionally in Japan. And to be a two-way player and to do something that nobody else would. They also promised that he would eventually get to go over to the States whenever.
You know, when Shinjo came over, he was he's got a lot of style to him. Hits sharply to short, and Lindor is there. And so a very easy inning for Collette.
This season, 24 years old. It's been a long trip for him. Originally signed by the Angels. Selected number 1.
Really nice rookie year, his 27th appearance, and he throws hard as you see, 98, and Nimmo fouls it off, and it's 0-10 leading off in the 7th. But he goes down swinging on a curveball in the dirt. Throw to first base by O'Hoppe. That one sails to the backstop at 100 miles an hour. I think that was early tonight. And fastball thrown by Lindor, and it's 1-1. Off the fist, a little pop-up for Rengifo on the outfield grass. 2 out. It's near Charlotte, right?
I think so.
McNeil strokes one out to right center. Renfroe has the call, and the catch.
Knowing that fan base, that will be forever thus. Stubby.
Slowly hit down to third. Arauz with another fine play. Well, it wasn't quite a flip over the rail. Mickey Moniak homered his first. This is Moniak leading off the second. And Renfroe swings and misses at a slider, 0-1. Question is, I'm sure Billy Epler's on the phone right now. Renfroe bangs one on the ground, deep at short. Lindor, the long throw on a hop, but footwork.
Hitting batters because you are chasing velocity and you don't.
Vogelbach couldn't hold the swing. Vogelbach homered in the 6th inning. Now he's batting at the.
Put yourself in Pete's place, and he doesn't know that Pete gets routinely hit, it seems like, every series.
One to Vogelbach, and he pops this one up. And Vogelbach. RBI double tonight. He rips one into right field for a base hit. Mendick will go to second and stop there. And the Mets between innings. And he takes it back to a breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Narvaez is grounded. And Narvaez fouls off the breaking ball, and it's 0-2. That's all.
Pete's had too many balls thrown at his head for.
And Narvaez went around for strike 3. So a half swing. And he takes a fastball strike at 100. It's got the. And a slider in for a strike, and it's 0-2. It's still coming. And he lays off the curve in the dirt. No hop. He keeps that ball in front of him. Purposes in the last inning, and he bluffs the bunt and takes a strike, 0-1. McNeil's glove is Pete have not been able to get over the hump. Fly ball down the right field line by Velasquez. Stewart toward the corner, and he runs it. Came in to get 1 out last night. Yep. And he falls behind Grichuk 2-0. Anybody gets up once.
He does not.
Check swing foul by Grichuk, 2-1. In the bottom of the ninth, the Mets will have 9-1-2. Bounced behind third, a foul ball. 2-2. Two coming to Grichuk. And he bounces it slowly to short. Lindor in. Move perfectly. Coming. And he lays off the curve in the dirt. No hop. He keeps that ball in front of him. Purposes in the last inning. And he bluffs the bunt and takes a strike. 0-1. McNeil's glove is Pete have not been able to get over the hump. Fly ball down the right field line by Velasquez. Stewart toward the corner. And he runs it. Came in to get 1 out last night. Yep. And he falls behind Grichuk, 2-0. Anybody gets up once.
He does not.
Check swing foul by Grichuk, 2-1. In the bottom of the ninth, the Mets will have 9-1-2. Bounced behind third, a foul ball. 2-2. Two coming to Grichuk. And he bounces it slowly to short. Lindor in. Move perfectly.